Most people are aware of homestead savings on their property tax, but who knew about the portability of accrued savings when selling and buying another primary property? You could be losing thousands of dollars over a lifetime by not doing this. Let me explain. Hopefully your primary property has been properly homesteaded by filing a DR 501 form with the appraiser's office. The requirements are that you own the property by January the 1st, you're living in the property by March the 1st, and that the address, or this address, is on your driver's license. The last day of filing is March the 1st to qualify for that year's homestead. The benefits of homestead are that you are paying taxes on the assessed value, which is 85% of the market value, less your $50,000 exemption for homestead, which is about $875 a year, the 3% annual appreciation cap on the assessed value, and 10% on non-homestead. There are other tax exemption statuses that you may qualify for, like military active duty. If you're away for half the year on deployment, then you're only paying half the tax. Likewise, 60 and 60. Other exemptions that you could qualify for is being a veteran, a surviving spouse, disability, and there are many others that you just need to check with the property appraiser's office. Here's an example of what Florida homestead owners have saved during the last 5 years. The Florida median home value has grown 23.9% over the past year. Over the past 5 years, home values in Florida have increased by nearly 69%, based on the most recent report from Florida Realtors. Using these numbers, a property with a market value of $558,000 property value, the assessed value of 85% is $500,000. Remembering that you got the market value and appraised value. Subtract your homestead plus the 3% cap of $13,500, or the National Consumer Price Index, whichever is less, and that's a taxable amount of $463,500, which is an estimated $8,111 a year, versus non-homestead, which is your $585,000 at the 85% to be your assessed value, which is your $500,000, and then you've got your 10%, which is the maximum cap for appreciation, which is $50,000. You don't get your any homestead, so that's a taxable amount of $550,000. Estimated taxes $9,625, and then your estimated property tax difference is $1,515. Over 5 years, that's $7,500 that you would save. Portability. Firstly, you can plan, if you can plan ahead of time. I know it's not always easy to do, but if you're able to go and check with your property appraiser's office that your property assessment values are correct, the higher the better. The more portability transfer dollars you'll be able to get. The big mistake is when people sell and buy another home without transferring the homestead equity saved up. That's the difference between your homestead cap and the non-homestead 10% cap. And simply start with a new assessed property tax rate. For example, looking at this chart, your existing home may be valued at $400,000. You've accrued over the time $250,000 with a difference, so your portability is $150,000. If you're buying bigger, that $150,000 goes towards or comes off of your assessed value, less your homestead, and then you're paying taxes on a value of $400,000 instead of the higher amount. If you're downsizing you don't get all 150,000, you're going to get the percentage of. In this particular case, it's 37.5%. So it does definitely help you transferring that accrued homestead savings. There are some rules. The Portability Act passed in 2008, otherwise known as the Save Our Homes. This requires a separate filing with the Property Appraiser's Office, which is the DR 501T form. Transferable of portable tax can be done only within the counties of Florida. There is a time limit, which is 3 preceding years that can be brought forward, otherwise you lose it. The maximum portability transfer dollar amount is $500,000, which is an estimated $8,750 a year. Portability may be used unlimited times, so if you transfer four times a year, it can be transferred each time. You may transfer your cap without selling your home. You just need to give up the homestead or give up the primary property address to be redirected to your new property, primary property. As you can see, there's some big numbers not to be overlooked. For more expansive information, contact the Duval Property Appraiser's Office, which is 904-255-5900, or at this website URL address below. To require FAQ, please email, text, or call me with your name, and I'll be happy to email this information to you. Additionally, there's a company, Florida Homestead Check. For $175, they'll do a full study on your property, including assessed value. Ask me about this and I'll send you a $50 discount. Lastly, selling and buying a home is a huge investment. For most of us, it's the largest purchase in your lifetime. So be prudent when selecting a realtor representing you. An experienced, seasoned realtor will know all these different savings.